Now, I've not actually owned a lever action rifle like ever, but I've reviewed quite a number of them now. And some have really kind of took my fancy. I do like the new sort of tactical style ones. I do like them. Traditional ones really, really nice, but kind of not me. And the Marlin Darks, really nice. And the new Marlin Darks that eventually might sort of head here into the UK one day. God knows when that'll be, but they'll be very cool, I'm sure. But I have been suitably impressed by the Smith Wesson model 1854. Now, it's not overly tactical, should I say. It's pretty subtle, although it's got a Picatinny around, lads. People will be like, oh, that's tactical, that is. But it's pretty subtle, and I really do like it. I love it in this sort of stainless steel. It's like a satin stainless steel finish. Really nice. M-lock. We'll get close in a minute, but let me roll out some specs. Now, this one is chambered in 44 Rem Mag, 44 Magnum. It is a lever action rifle, as you can see. Overall length is 36 inches, weighing in at, oh God, the specs I'm reading are in ounces. Oh my God, what is that? 108.8 ounces. What the hell is that? I've got to do that conversion. Stand by. That is just ridiculous. God, you Americans, you get with the program. You know, let's go metric at least. Oh God, that'll start a load of comments off that one. I've got to run this. Hang on. Unprepared, but it's kind of funny. 108.8 ounces to what are we? Let's go grams. You know, the standard 3,084 grams. So just over 3 kilos. Okay, there we go. Just over 3 kilos in real money. Barrel length is 19.25 inches. I get inches. I don't mind inches, but I prefer metric. But we'll go with inches when it comes to barrels because everyone's kind of gets that. Polymer stock and fore end. You've got a gold bead sight. There is a ghost ring rear. Crossbolt safety catch. The barrel material is 410 stainless steel. So is the frame. That is stainless steel as well. This one, like I said, chambered in 44 Magnum. It'll fit 9 rounds in the tubular magazine. That's pretty much it for your specs. Oh, 1 in 20 right hand twist with 8 groove rifling. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, there we go. That's your specs. Oh, let's get down and dirty and have a good look at this thing. And it probably is actually quite dirty now. Soft recoil pad. You kind of need it for the 44. It is a little bit punchy. It's kind of like a 410, I think. Maybe a little bit more punchier than that. But I'll roll in footage where I am shooting this thing. Shooting steel. So I've not done a paper target with this because I'm just running the open sights on it. So I didn't run... I didn't do a paper target. I was just hitting steel. I was having some serious fun hitting steel. But a tough synthetic stock. Like I said, soft rubber recoil pad there. Sling swivel stud at the rear. Pistol grip is very comfortable. Ambidextrous. You've got like this texturing going on to offer you plenty of grip. Really like that. Very comfortable. Same sort of texturing is on the fore end as well. Talking of the fore end, you've got M-lock slots here. one on the bottom, and the two side ones are steel reinforced. I don't know why they haven't done that on the bottom there. Don't know, but that's kind of cool. Maybe guys will run a bit of Picatinny rail or something on there. I don't know. It's interesting because I would have had that steel reinforced on the bottom, but I mean, what are you going to run on there? To be honest, you're going to run a bipod on this rifle, are you? So I don't know what you'd really put on there, if I'm honest. Up front, there isn't a sling swivel stud, but there is a hole there where you can attach a sling swivel. There's your magazine. It is side gate loading only. I guess you could, if you wanted to, load it. No, you couldn't. That's the first time I've took that off. No, so that just takes the magazine off. I was thinking Henry then. No, so you can't sort of tube feed it. All this does is take the magazine off, which I think, to be fair, is a good feature. If you have a problem with the mag, you just basically do that and the mag will come off if you have any issues going on there. I want to have a look down there while it's off. I mean, maybe that's pretty cool for cleaning as well. Good maintenance, I guess. The only thing I find with that is I think if you're taking that on and off, it's going to sort of gnarl up your tube eventually, I'd say. But yeah, but just gate loading only on this rifle. Very, very smooth to shoot. Straight out of box, very slick and smooth. Reminds me of a Henry. The way the action is just very, very smooth. You've got cross-bolt safety there. Going close for you. Okay, there's your cross-bolt safety. Metal hammer, as you'd expect. Decent ejection with this rifle. I did notice as well. I had no hiccups, no gnarl ups or anything. It worked really well. Not a problem at all. What I did find, which I find a bit peculiar, I don't know whether it is just this rifle, but when it is cocked, the trigger is a little bit like loose. Maybe that's just this gun, I'm not sure. I'll need to get my hands on another one and just compare it. But when it's cocked, that trigger is flapping about like pretty loose. I don't know what's going on there. What's it like when it's, see, when it's not cocked, it's still, yeah, it's still a bit flappy there. Maybe that's this gun, maybe it just needs tightening up somewhere, but I thought that was a bit odd. But nevertheless, I like the trigger. It's a flat blade, pretty contemporary. You've got big loop as well. If this was mine, I probably would paracord that just to make it a bit more comfortable. But other than that, it was pretty comfortable to shoot anyway. You know, very, very smooth in shooting. The more rounds you put through them, the smoother these things get. We all know that with lever actions. There is the ghost ring sight on the rear Picatinny rail. That was probably my other thing with this rifle. Although that is most likely enough Picatinny rail on there, I think it'd be kind of cool if they extended that so it was a little bit longer. So you could put, you know, it'd just give you more options as far as mounting optics goes. Big thick barrel, threaded as well. So you can put on a muzzle device. I didn't. You're going to ask me what thread is that. Let me refer to their website. 11/16 by 24 threaded barrel. So the 11/16 by 24 is that thread. So big old thread on that thing. This thing is going to be nice, you know, running a can. It might be a little bit gentler to shoot as well, because like I said, it is a little bit punchy in 44. But very, very nice to shoot. Very smooth to shoot. Easy to load with those big 44 rounds. And just such fun to shoot. Shooting steel especially. I mean, you know what I'm like, guys. I always like pinging that steel, and with this it was some serious fun. I was getting this thing pretty damn hot. I've already rolled out the range time video, so go check that out. I'll put a link at the end of this video where you can watch all the range footage. Smith & Wesson's logo there on the bottom of the pistol grip. Very, very cool. Ammo I was using a bit of a mix. I was using this Magtech stuff, Remington stuff, PPU. Let's get some of this 44 out of here just to show you guys, if you guys haven't seen a 44 mag before. So they're quite a big lump of lead there. I mean, what were these? These were 240 grain. 240 grain. And I stretched this thing out shooting steel. It's quite interesting. I did say in the range time video, I've never shot a 44 sort of further than 50 yards before on steel. And that was quite interesting. It was hitting that steel, the balls of steel gong. It was hitting it hard. Do you know what? I would not want to be on the receiving end of it. It was slapping that gong hard. Those 240 grain bullets were really hitting hard. But no, the 1854 by Smith & Wesson, very impressive. Let me show you the box. So this is the box, kind of half open. Cardboard box is what you get. What is in the box? Rack. Well, comes in a bag. There ain't a lot really, to be honest. You get like a safety flag thing. Is there a manual? I bet you there's no manual in here. I've not seen one anyway. Is there anything hiding in here? I don't think there is, guys. I don't think there is a manual lurking about in here. It is what it is. I mean, you know what? Some of these boxes are... Oh, there you go. There's a QR code which will probably tell you anything. Oh, that's to register it. No doubt there's a barcode on here to sort of locate the manual. But hey, it's a lever action rifle. What is not to know? But that's the box anyway. But no, a very, very cool rifle. I know a lot of people are waiting for the new Ruger Marlins to come out. I know here in the UK, I think some of the classics have landed and the 4570s have landed. I think people are still waiting for the CBLs and the SBLs. Who knows when they're coming in as I sort of post this video. If you can't wait for one and you've got one on order, maybe cancel that order and get yourself one of these. I think these are, you know, very, very good lever action rifles. I've used a lot and I was quite impressed with this. This is well up there with the Henrys. I mean, Henrys, I think, they're certainly better quality than the old Marlins anyway. The newer Marlins, obviously the Ruger made Marlins, are really nice. I've not seen, you know, like one of the CBLs yet in 357 or 45. I've seen the 4570. I've shot the 4570. In fact, I've done a video on that one here on the channel. But no, I can recommend the Smith & Wesson. I mean, it's a great brand. Smith & Wesson is. They certainly know what they're doing. So yeah, worth checking one of these out. Maybe I'll try and get one in 357 at some point. I guess it'll be a bit of a samey though as far as the review goes, so there's probably not much point. But in 44 mag, I like it. Although the balls of steel gong does not like it. I was clanging that thing. I was taking some serious hits. Do you know what? I think I pushed about 200 rounds through this. I really did push some ammo through it. And yeah, I was having some serious fun. And I weren't too beat up from it either. If it was 4570, oh God. I'd be struggling doing this video as we speak. But no, very, very cool. Highly recommend the Smith & Wesson model 1854. This one is kindly on loan from Eaton Hall Shooting Ground and Sportsman Gun Centre here in the UK. If you are after a semi-tactical lever action rifle, I can certainly recommend it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. Loads more coming on this channel. We're just warming up. Thanks for watching. That is Rack and Load. See ya.